Smoothest zoom out ever. Also, this is not plugged into the microphone. I can hear myself now. So this is my fancy camera gear. This is the camera, and this whole thing around it is a shoulder rig, right? It's missing a part, but it's just like this. Right on my shoulder, like that, when the part is there. And the big deal about this, well, sort of, it just helps me get different shots. Helps me get more handheld shots that are more stable than actual handheld. Like you see The Office, that's done on shoulder rigs. It's a lot of it. And the big part of it is when you are recording, you don't want to have to, there's no lens on it because it's actually on the camera right now, but you don't want to have to reach into here, grab the lens, and start focusing whenever you're recording, right? That would bump the camera around. So the magic invention that they made is called a, it's called a follow focus. You turn this and it has a certain gear ratio that turns this guy, which hooks onto the, I don't have a thing. Oh, which, when this is put together, which rotates on this gear right here, and it focuses. So, okay, just like that. So instead of me having to do this, say this is the same concept, say this is the gear. Put the gear up against this little thing, because this lens has one as well. And you rotate the gear. And it focuses. That's the idea. That took 30 minutes to describe. Anyway, the pictures here that you'll see, definitely with B-roll, is that of the situation. So the problem was, the gears weren't touching. Okay, so the space was too big for the gears to touch together. So I had several options. One is I could just cut this little black bar right there down, and it would still function, and it would let me push the gear a little further. But that is destructive, and I've done a lot of destructive stuff. And not a lot of constructive stuff. The other option was to model this gear, this is the original gear, and then size it up a little bit in Blender, or that's just what I use, but in the program. So then I went through and tried to do that. And it was terrible. Bad design. I don't know how to do Blender and stuff. So then I went to someone who knows a little more than me. A lot more than me. And we had this done. This is the new gear. One of them I printed two, and we were able to model it. Different backing, but that's irrelevant. It's also not hollow, so it's a little heftier, so because I didn't know how strong the printing resin would be. And it only took us like 4 or 5 hours to model it. Gears are complicated. You need to have this proper module, which is the diameter of the gear divided by the number of teeth gives you the proper module. And if those modules don't match, then the gear won't spin because the teeth won't hook into each other. Asthma. I just caught my camera from falling on the floor. Oh my god, this stuff. So expensive. So now there's hours of work into this tiny thing in the bit that I'm calling Take This Apart. Because I took it apart. Also, I tried looking up what they look like on the shadow. I tried looking up what they look like on the inside, and I couldn't find a single video of what a follow focus looks like in the inside. And it was a bugger to take apart. I didn't record the whole thing because it was like a spur of the moment sort of thing, and that's why a lot of it's recorded on my phone, because I was like, well, maybe I can make a video out of this. But yeah, here is that process. Yeah, so with a little bit of maybe ingenuity, a little maths, I was able to, and you can, even if you don't have your own 3D printer, there's websites you can go to where you can send in your files and, you know, print them out and mail them to you. And I'll link those below if I can find one, because I'm pretty sure they exist. I actually am just guessing, but I would assume. Yeah, this is probably just being a quick one though. It was just kind of in the moment, I was like, oh, I got this new tool for my camera. Oh, this thing doesn't quite work right. Oh, I think I can fix it. I actually really enjoyed buying something and then making it better for my personal use. I think that's a really fun thing to do. And I've never really had the ability to 3D print. And so to have this little gear be made by my computer. Sort of, it was someone else's computer, but I also did it. It just didn't work. If I printed the one that I made, it would have had a bunch of holes in it because of the teeth. I did something wrong with the teeth. I did a lot wrong. But yeah, that's probably it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, I can get it done in time. It's not gonna take 6 months. Have a good day. Blah.